Okay, now we're finished the whole section on future focus. We're moving into non-negotiable number 4. Now what you got to do is you know where you are, right? You know where you want to go. Now you got to decide how are you going to get there. And obviously a big part of getting there is generating leads. So if you have a look in your workbook, you're going to see that there's 12 different ways of generating leads. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pick 3 to 5 and determine which ones you're going to master, because you can't do them all. But here's what's really interesting, is any one of these 12, if you follow a system, which we have, then you can generate 20 transactions from each lead source. So that means if, you had 3 lead sources, there's 60 deals. You have 5 lead sources, there's 100 deals. However, what we got to understand is that some are better than others. So when I'm rating these, I look at it and say, for a lead source to be an A for me, it has to have low cost and high leverage. Now let me explain that for a moment. Low cost obviously just means that it's a very cost-effective way to generate leads. But high leverage means that somehow, some way, that result is being produced without you always having to be there. So let me give you an example. Repeat and referral would be low cost, high leverage. Let's say you had 50 people you've done business with before. You get 50 people you know. You get 50 people in your database. Well, imagine this. If those people are referring business to you on a regular basis, that means when you're maybe sitting at home with your family, they could be talking about you to other people, which gives you leverage. You don't have to do it all day long yourself to produce the result. The rest of the world is helping you produce the result. Now, a B lead would be low cost, no leverage. So what might that be? Well, probably door knocking, right? So door knocking has very low cost, but no leverage. Because if you don't show up and do it, you cannot produce a result. So that'd be a B source. A C, high cost, high leverage. What would be an example? Obviously, paying for digital marketing, right, would be one of those. Maybe paying companies that are generating leads for you that you're paying a high cost for. So farming, if you farm in a big way, has high cost, high leverage. So when I look at A, B, and C, what I think to myself, if we're going to build a business, and if we want to be highly effective, if we want to build it as big as we can with the least amount of money, time, and energy spent, where do we need to focus most of our time? We need to focus most of our time on A's. Now, the challenge with A's for a brand new agent, if you're newer to the business, is you probably don't have a lot of people for repeat referral, which means where do you need to focus your attention? Probably more on the B's. And then as you start to focus on the B's, then you're going to move to the A's, and now you generate 2, 3, 4, 5 revenue streams. So what we have done in your workbook is we've created a rating, system for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the 20 transaction lead systems, and what I'd like you to do is I want you to go down them all, and I want you to say, how effective am I being in all those different areas? Because what we want to know is how effective are we right now? Where would we like to get to? And then what we got to do is we got to decide which ways are we going to generate business. Because here's what generally happens. Most real estate agents, how do they generate leads? Whatever comes, right? They get up, well, maybe I should do an open house this weekend. That could be a good idea. Yeah. Maybe I should phone some of my past clients. Maybe I'll try that tomorrow, right? Hey, I got nothing on Thursday. Maybe we should go do a little door knocking. Well, that's all fine and dandy, right? But there's no strategy in place, right? You just wake up every day and you're deciding, what am I going to do today? But if you look at all top performing agents, they have lead generating strategies in place, or you might call them marketing strategies in place, that are constantly producing results. I mean, what's happening is every day they wake up, and somehow, some way, what do they have coming in? They have leads coming in. And it's going to be the key to your success. You don't need to do a little bit of everything, of all 12. What you want to do is you want to select 3 to 5, and you want to master the process. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and I want you to rate yourself, where you are right now, and all the different ways of generating leads. And then I want you to select 3 to 5 that interest you the most, and then we'll look at how we can start to master those areas. I'll see you in a couple minutes.